If they send you a check,
You go with that mess again.
my baby's one too, so it's whatever.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing this Sunday evening? We here, back at it again. You got the one and only King on here, rocking the mic with my co-host of the most. Think she all that, but she good.
Oh.
This my
Well,
girl
welcome
Nick.
to their POV with Nick and King. He coming with violence today. Okay. He must think that I'm all that. That's what that is. We are your hosts. I'm Nick.
And I'm King.
And we are so glad you guys are back. Have you guys been enjoying the return of their POV with Nick and King? King, you been enjoying it?
Been enjoying it, loving it every week. Yes, yes.
So I need you to do that thing that you do and make sure that we're live on your end, King, because we're frozen.
Oh God, really?
Yep, we're frozen.
Hmm. All righty, let's see what's going on. Let me go.
Yeah, we are showing frozen. And while we're doing that, just do a little quick housekeeping. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the encouragement that yeah, it's showing live, but didn't look like we're frozen anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay. For all of the encouragement you guys have been sending in my DMs. Appreciate y'all so very, very much. All righty, thank you. Welcome in, King James. It's so good to see you.
Yes, sir. Welcome, bro. Welcome.
I love that brother so very much. Y'all need to catch him on Monday nights for a table talk. It's an awesome Bible study. So we're gonna jump into these here topics today. I want to
Mm-hmm.
do a little bit of housekeeping real quick. Just want to remind you guys, leave your thoughts, your POV, drop them down off in the chat. You come here and say something so we can say something back because we don't know that you're there, but you know that we're here. We love to talk to y'all. So holler at us. And if you would love to come up and share your thoughts, you want to do a chime in with us, you just want to type in the word chime and in down off in the chat, and I can send you the link. I don't think you need to be on camera. I think it'll let you just come on voice, but you want to come in and share your thoughts, do so. And this is only going to work during the live show. So if y'all are watching this on the replay, it's not going to work. All righty. So with that being said, you ready to jump on into these topics?
I am ready.
Bet. I want to hit this one first.
Sure.
So
Mm.
So the topic I have is, does a woman have to dress for safety? Let me tell you where this comes from. I heard this conversation that was basically saying, per what she wears, she can expect for some things to happen and not be as safe. That conversation was super. That conversation was so very, very deep. So, for instance, I'm giving y'all a little shoulder and taking it back today. Being dressed like this does not allow for my safety. A woman having on something too short, she can expect to have certain things said or happen. Somebody wearing something too tight, and I could go on and on and on. But I would love to know your thoughts, family. Chime in the chat. Does a woman, how she dresses, dictate if she's able to be safe out in public? Do men have a right to say and do whatever, touch her body, be disrespectful in their comments, call her a HO?
Mm.
Because of how she is dressed. So I want to know your thoughts, King.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, you know what? I don't know. I guess I have mixed emotions about it because I feel like it shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? On the positive side, yes. You should never come at a woman based on what she dresses. You know what I'm saying? I feel that she deserves more respect, regardless of what she's wearing. But then on the negative, I look at this climate and stuff. You got ignorant brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna say something and sit there and try her because of what she's showing. You know, and it's sad, but it's alluring because the point like, hey, why she trying to show somebody? She must want somebody to respond. She must want somebody to say something to her. You know what I'm saying? She can't wear nothing to cover up a little bit more, if less, especially she out in public. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of reaction that some brothers, you know. get from it. And at the end of the day, like you said, you shouldn't, regardless of what they wear. It's their body, they wear what they want to wear.
Oh boy. Is King freezing on y'all's end like he's freezing on mine?
I just
James,
seen it. Yeah.
tell me down off in the chat. Um, I think I can hear you talking now. Now looks like I'm freezing. Okay. Look like I froze. We both froze for a moment.
Rose, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with StreamYard, but anyway, go ahead and finish that last part you were saying. He said that you're freezing. King, oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
we both can't.
So while we're waiting on King to unfreeze, James says men don't have a right to do it. However, you're welcoming that behavior when you dress unsafely. Huh.
Yeah.
You're not freezing, Nikki. You're fine. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, love. Okay, King, finish the last part of what you were saying.
Yeah, I was just saying, basically, I mean, just, I don't feel you need to come at her just because of what she wearing. You don't need to say nothing disrespectful and out the way. Regardless, you
What you
shouldn't.
were saying when you froze up, though, was you said, but.
Yeah, but like I said, but I understand. I ain't gonna say I understand. It's still sad that it's still a bad thing when women wear clothes that provocative, and it's almost like you're bringing attention to yourself. So some ignorant brothers are gonna say something when they feel that you wearing your shorts too tight and too high up your behind. I can see it hanging out. You know what I'm saying? On the back of the bottom of your shorts. Come on now, let's. Why are you bringing that type of attention? Because somebody gonna say something. If you got your, I know you got some nice up there, and they just come on now.
Lord. I want to have this conversation with King, but he keep freezing. I'm sorry, y'all. Hang in there. Hang in there.
Some
So, okay, King, go ahead.
Yeah, some dude is gonna say something. And that's just how it go. I mean, that's got some brothers that just won't just say, hey, just keep it walking. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But some brothers are like, oh, she asking for me to say something. She's barely naked. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sad thing about it. So that's why I feel like, hey, if you're gonna dress like that, dress in,
Okay. So while we're waiting on King to unfreeze, I want to,
again.
Darius, go
God,
ahead.
that's crazy.
You may have
Yeah,
to go
so
out and come back in, King.
let me
And
try
it could
that.
it,
You
it
go,
could be where you're sitting as well.
but I sit here every Sunday.
And you've been freezing every Sunday, baby.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Not being
That's-
funny.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I just let me try it again. If it freezes up again, I'm gonna go to my office and we'll see
Okay.
how that works. So I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. James is saying the same thing. So I want to hit, I wish we could have gotten the fullness of what he was saying, but I do want to hit a couple of things that he did say. And James, this is to you too, because I saw your comment as well. And we want you all to chime in. So it's okay if a woman is at a beach in swimwear, which most swimwear, whether it's G-string or there's the full bikini set or a full set, whatever. Some parts are going to show. That's more acceptable for a man to control his actions and his words than if she's walking down the street like that. Secondly, according to what y'all were saying in the question that I posed, is it not the man's responsibility, no matter how she's dressed, to control himself? I don't think a woman puts on an outfit and she's asking, because I think the terminology or the words that King used was she's asking for that type of attention. I don't think she's asking for somebody to call her a hoe,
All
call her
right.
out her name. I don't think she's asking for somebody to go and put their hands on her or assault her. Because if you can't control yourself like that, she can have on a burlap sack. You're going to still do that if that's just your nature. Where we're supposed to be teaching women and young girls how to dress and be demure and all the things, is there anybody holding the class for the young men to teach them how to talk, respect, and treat a woman? Because I have seen, okay, there's a little bit of an echo there. I have also been the other end of all kind of statements. King, do you have your Facebook on?
I'm putting yeah. What you can hear is what is it
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, it's an echo.
It's echo. Now still echo.
Well, not now, but when I'm talking,
Okay.
you can hear me in your background. But it's yeah. Um, where I've had on clothes, just regular clothes, and the man made his comments about the size of my breast. So
Mhm.
what I'm not gonna do is go layer up in a bunch of trench coats so nobody will say something. No, that's on you,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah.
Remember in the first show we did, we talked about the young lady that was in the gym,
Mhm.
and you saw the video footage. She's in the gym working out, and he pulled out his stuff and did what he did while she was working out. Do you know some people will say, well, she shouldn't have? No. Where does the responsibility of the control and what you say, what you do, how you act, when does that fall on the man? That's my question to you and James. And you more so, King, because you were saying, well, if she wearing something that she's asking, because it's hot here. I wore this today. It's a dress, but it's hot. This my shoulders being out gives no man a right to come and touch these shoulders. Well, she got them out. She must want me to touch them or to call me out my name because you can see my shoulders. No, how about you control thyself? How about you learn to keep your hands and your? That's just my thing when it comes to how we gonna ride hard on a woman. Where these classes at for the men to be taught how to act? Okay. So while you thinking of your answer, let me hit. We got a couple of comments.
Okay.
Hey, Sharice, what's up, Queen? A
Hey,
woman should have the
Sharice.
confidence to dress how she pleases without condemnation from men who can't control it. Well, somebody that came on and agreed with me because I just said that, Queen. My God, because that statement was she asking for it. I ain't put this dress on and say, well, I'm asking to be disrespected today. Go ahead. You want to read that one?
Sure. Yes, he should control himself. He should be disciplined and mature. Yeah, we definitely understand that. I mean, we're gonna always have some dude, regardless of how much you tell him and
Hold
talk.
on, baby. Hold on. We got to hit these comments. Hold on.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know I still
That's
saying
okay.
something. Okay. There's certain fragrance. There's certain fragrance I only wear with Tasha because certain fragrance entice certain women. So to keep down confusion, I wear them scents at home, no doubt.
Okay. And I got that because you respecting your wife. I feel you on that. But even us, especially if we know you're married and you have a ring on, there's a way to say, because I tell you all the time, James, be like, man, you smell so good. What you wearing? I'm not disrespecting your wife, and I hope I'm not making you uncomfortable. But to just walk up to you because you smell good and grab you down there, well, you was asking for it because you put it on.
Well, see, this is
To
what
no, no, because King, that's what you said.
no,
To walk up to James or walk past him, and because he smelled good, I pat him on his butt.
well,
But you asked for it, James. You asked for it because nobody told you come out the house smelling good.
God,
Uh-huh. Yeah, see, but when I put it in those terms, I want you to see it the way we as women have to live it.
I feel you. I
You know what
feel
I'm
you.
saying? We're talking about this hypothetically and theoretically, but we women have to live this crap.
Yeah, you do.
You
I
know,
get
you
it.
know, I ride the Via bus. I remember one time, I never forget this driver. This man's trying to buckle my chair down. Okay, that first little arm slip on my leg. Okay, because you gotta hook down. But okay, but my leg way over here. What? Yeah. So by the second time he did it, and it was in slow motion.
Mm.
I said, the thing is over there. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I touch you? You see what I'm talking about? Ooh, let's read these comments. Let's read these
Uh,
comments.
a woman should dress as she wants and not have to worry about feeling safe. Why should we have to worry about going somewhere and feeling scared? And I don't feel men understand what we as women go through.
Christina, that's what I just said, boo.
I,
They don't. You said with respect, Nikki as a sister, it's different, right? But what I'm saying is, if I was a woman, and you're right, I do say it with respect. If I was a woman that's disrespectful with it, I'm wrong for that. But if you flip it and how we get done, that don't give me a right because you smell good to touch your body, and then tell you some bull crap like, "Well, James, you shouldn't avoid."
that, that right there, you could have left alone. Because you wore it.
King was saying from both angles. He initially said women can wear what they want. Yeah, he did say that, but he rounded that sucker off
Because it happens.
and
And I
said, and
hate
I
it.
quote, "But if she do so and so, she's asking for it."
That's not. This is what when I said that, it was like you're gonna always have some ignorant brothers that's gonna take it that other way, and that's the thing. Like you said, even with telling some young men, hey, you don't never touch a woman if she don't want to be touched, regardless of what she's wearing. But you got to understand, you got some brothers that you can't get with, or they done got to that point in their life that feel like, hey, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and then they end up facing the consequences. I ain't gonna never say it's right at all. You don't put your hands on a woman for no. I don't care. What she? I don't care if she butt naked. You don't put your hand. You don't reach out. You don't. But you know what I'm saying? You get into these situations where you think it's okay, because like strip clubs, you know what I'm saying, where it's okay based on the strip club you at. They think it's okay. So some brothers take it out of context and think out in the street because she dressed basically almost the same way. It's okay. No, it's not. It's not. And I hate it because I don't do it. That never done in my life. I don't care how good she look. I don't mind giving a compliment. You looking good and stuff. And if I see something just boy, I'm like, ooh, that's crazy. But I'm not gonna touch it, and I'm not gonna do that because that's just not me. That's not in my that's not me.
I bet going forward, next time you and James, any other brother watching, go to put on some cologne. Y'all gonna think about what I said.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell you, I like for the month clothes. I like to get that. Oh, you smell good. Thank you, baby. Appreciate
Hey, let me tell you
you.
something. With that being said, it's not too many women that I know, and it's definitely Nikki. I don't mind a compliment. I
Right,
love
right.
getting compliments.
Gotcha.
Stop at the compliment. The disrespect, that's not a compliment.
No, it's
Your
not.
hands touching me, you not my man. That's not a compliment.
Right. Oh yeah.
You
I
know what I'm
definitely say
saying?
keep your hands to yourself.
Calling me out my name, that's not no compliment. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
we heard from everybody on this here topic. I got one more comment, and
Okay.
then we can move on to the next one. You should. I think it was never touch a
Never.
person
Yeah.
anytime inappropriate for any reason. Period.
Period. Oh yeah. Without a doubt.
Period. And I love that you brought up the strip club thing because yeah, she in there shaking her thing and doing her thing for the money. That's
Mm,
inside the club.
right. Right.
And there are some clubs you cannot touch them.
This is
Strict
true.
rules. You come to be entertained.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Beyond that, like yeah, them bouncers will hurt you.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Oh yeah.
learn boundaries, and I'm gonna add this before we move on. Let's stop always talking about what we need to be teaching young girls and women, but there are no classes being held for young men and men because you want this whole society and group of really demure women that are very classy, but we're gonna have a bunch of thugs. So what are we class? What are we getting these women classy and demure for? Some disrespectful thuggish. This was your
I
topic right here. Can love be taught? Okay, so what's up with this when you want to talk about it?
I just felt that it's when I seen it, I thought about it. How people look at love. What's their understanding of love? You know, the biggest thing I know people should understand that love don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It always behooves me when I hear people say, he hit her because he loved her. Come on, I ain't never known love to hurt, and that right there is first and foremost. Putting your hands on them and then gonna apologize. I love you. This, no. But when I looked at the topic, can love be taught? I understand there's some people, what I'm saying, that don't know how to love a person, and they might be able to be taught how to love that person because they never been loved or they don't know what that feels like to be loved. I'm so surprised, that a lot of people don't know how to be loved. They don't understand what being loved really means. And so when it says can love be taught, I feel like in some cases It can be. You know what I'm saying? For a person that's never know what love feels like, you could teach them, you know what I'm saying, how to love and what love feels like. So that's why I want to, because you look at love in so many ways, and you hear it so many described so many ways, and you want to understand. For some people, have you ever been loved? Do you know what real love feels like, or what's your understanding of real love? So yeah, that was my take on there. So I know, Nick, you're gonna break it down to me. If nobody else breaks it down, you're gonna give me that ring. You're gonna give me that meaning, that understanding of, can love be taught?
Hmm.
Because don't nobody know how to love like Nick.
What? So many things. Okay, so first of all, family, chime in down off in the chat. Can
Yes.
love be taught? I thought it was such a great topic when you sent it to me because I have so many different answers. And then the more I thought about the question, I realized it's going to depend on the people. I think love can be taught. Um, is it teachable for everybody? For those that are willing to learn, right? I think for me, the bigger thing would be is teaching you how to love me. And I say that because
Mhm.
um what's up, D? Oh, that's you. Um, I don't necessarily want to be loved the way you loved your last girlfriend, your last wife. Why? Because my name is Tanika Shawan, aka Nikki. Her name was her name. And at the same token, I can't expect to love you the way that I love my ex-husband because y'all are not the same people. So that means learning you. For me, that means a lot of praying because I want to learn how to love you. I want to learn you and the things that you need, the things that you've been through. Like I want to learn that and therefore cultivate that love for you. I think across the board, love can just be love, period. Right? I love you. I love James. Y'all are my boys. But the way that I have to love and interact with King is gonna be different than it is with James. Because y'all are two different type of personalities, two different people. Um, on the flip side of teaching somebody how to love you, do they want to learn? Some people just gonna be stuck in their ways. How I do it is how I do it. You don't like it, you're not for me. I see you, peace to you, welcome in. He said peace and admiration. The topic on the table is, can love be taught? So y'all chime on in. I'm gonna get to your comments in a second. Um, is are you teachable? Do you want to learn? Or do you just want to be with me like you've been with everybody else, and therefore how you loved 10 years ago is the same way you still loving in 2026? There's no growth. It's the same way. It's I do the same thing for you that I did for her, or excuse me, or I don't do for you what I didn't do for her. You understand what I'm saying? So, um, oh, I got you, Christine. She said she was agreeing with me earlier when she said, "Preach it." So as you guys are chiming down off in the chat, think about it. Can love be taught? Have you ever had to teach somebody how to love you? Or have you had somebody that's just they're just stubborn. They're gonna do it how they want to do it. And if you don't like it, then you can move on. You can kick rocks. King.
Yeah, I mean, out of all of, the dates that I know, women that I've dated and stuff, some I had to understand, let them understand, how I want to be
All
loved.
right, player.
See, there you go. I'm just going into, into the storyline. But
All
yeah,
right, player.
some of them I had to teach them, like, yo, this is what I expect. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I feel love is and how I feel I should be loved, and vice versa. If the way I'm loving you is not the way you feel, that you don't feel the love, and it's not reciprocated the way, let me know. I don't mind. This is like teaching somebody something. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to do something and this is how you teach them. And that can be, that's in anything.
Yeah.
That's in anything. So
Yeah.
love is the same way. If you feel this is how you want to be loved and taken care of, you can teach, and as long as they're teachable and they willing to learn, that's what makes the difference.
So she puts a really good question here. She says, how do you teach somebody to love you? You can teach somebody how to love you, but not to love. Um,
Well, I mean, from my point of view, go ahead, Nick.
I'm just going to repeat the question just so I make sure we get full. So how do you teach somebody to love you? You can teach somebody how to love you, but not to love. Okay, so you're kind of answering your question and you throwing one at us, which I love. So I can't teach anybody how to love. You got to want to do that.
Uh-huh.
But it's when I was breaking down King's question, for me it became about how to love me and me how to love you. You know, Sharice, you and I, we sisters. I love you. And how I love you is different than how I love Miss Carol. It don't make it less, it doesn't make it greater. It's just different, right? Because the way you may want to be loved may be we need to spend time together once a week. That shows love. You feel love. You need communication. You need to spend that time with me. Mr. Carroll might be like, nah, just hit me up on the text once a week. And that does it for me. And there are reasons behind that, right? So if I'm willing to love and willing to learn how to love you specifically, then I can be taught how to love you. Now, that I love how she said, but you can't teach some. Well, you can't teach someone to love. I don't think you can make somebody love.
Mm.
I don't think you can make somebody love. But I'm interested in hearing everybody else's thoughts. And Sharice, tell me what you think about what we said. King, you want to hit that? What she said?
Right. Oh yeah, what you said about the love. Um, you can get it again. The last part of that because she said answer
She
the
said,
question with
"Yeah. How do you teach?"
teach them love to love.
Yeah.
Well, I mean to okay. Well, if you go back to the I was trying to remember. You remember the oh God, what is that? The what's the name of love when it got the 12 the 12 where love is patient, love is kind,
You
love
talking
is
about the scripture?
yeah, but I mean, yeah, but it used to be a. I don't know if you remember. We was talking about the pictures of the stuff that used to be an interior decorator. Remember the stuff that used to be able to put on the wall that was real expensive. Come on, Texas
Oh,
used to
home
buy home
interior.
interior. They used to have. Remember, I don't know if you remember the picture they had with the 12 hearts that had like what is love, and you know what I'm saying. So it said love is patient, love is kind. So if you think about those type of things right off the bat, right there, to understand, can you be patient? Love, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Can you be kind?
Hmm.
Can you be caring? Can you know what I'm saying? You think about just those 12 things, and right there, that tell you what love is. So if you can understand that and know how that moves, that's right there, that's your foundation. That's your basis. Now, now we got to get into the physical, the motion of using that. So you understand love is patient, what that means. That means taking your time. That means understanding and sitting back and letting
You better
things
drop
move.
your voice while you teach that thing.
Just let you know what I'm saying, let it move. You know what I'm saying? How they always say organically. And love
Yeah.
is kind. You know how to show kindness. You know how to show kindness. You
Hopefully.
know, hopefully,
Hopefully.
yeah. Well, if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? If that's something that you need to understand, the kindness is opening that door. You know what I'm saying? Pulling that
Is
chair
it just
out.
me or do y'all hear King drop that voice as he
well,
dropping
see,
his knowledge?
well, see,
You
when
open
you
up that door.
it just it's a
You be
different.
patient and you be kind.
See,
Go ahead, King.
that's what happens when you explain love.
Come
Love
on.
puts that
Come
in you.
on, sir.
Love gives you
Let,
that
love make you feel
feeling.
like that.
Love gives that feeling like, oh, you just gotta express it with that voice.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
don't sound the same, hey, love. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it love. You got to be patient with that love. You got to be it don't get the same vibe.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
but when you understand what that love, what that means, and that
Yes.
word, it just expresses like, yo, ain't nothing like loving a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like treating a black woman right. And
You better. You
so
better.
it's so that's why I wanted to hit this question because I feel like, for some of my young brothers, you know what I'm saying, and our sisters that have been battered and beaten down and stuff, they don't understand love to a certain extent no more because they feel like, yo, is that what love supposed to feel like? You know what I'm saying? With this man, so
So
I just
let's go there for a second. We're gonna come to the rest of your comments in just one moment, but real
Mhm.
quick, Sister Gloria said, "Good question. You can teach someone how to love you." All
Most
right, and
definitely.
definitely want to hear your thoughts again, Sharice, if we hit that question. But are we teaching the generation behind us, wherever you are in your age, are we teaching them how to love by our actions?
Mm.
Like, what are they learning from watching us when it comes to love? I love that you brought in the scripture. Are we teaching them patience? Are we teaching them kindness? Like, are we teaching them long suffering? Like, what are they learning from us by watching us in our relationships? What
I,
are they learning from us by watching us on social media?
mm,
By how we talk to each other?
definitely that. You're right about that.
Do your kids see you on the creep? Are your kids in the car with you when you going on the creep?
Mm, yeah, it's a lot too. Yeah, you gotta watch those type of things when you talking about expressing love. So
But I'm
yeah.
saying though, so what do you think are we what are we teaching them?
Well, I mean, okay, like from okay, overall, I feel that we're not doing enough.
Mhm.
If you like you said about putting it to understand what love mean, how love can be expressed. But like I try to talk to my kids, and you know, one thing I let them know when we in line to go to lunch or go to another class, most of them know like, hey, where you going? Like the boys want to be up front. Mr. Harrington don't play that. All the girls up front. And I said, why is that? Respect, Mr. Harrington. Exactly. That's how you treat young ladies. That's how you treat women. They always gonna be in front. Okay, y'all stand in the back, y'all boys. That's where y'all supposed to be. That
Yeah.
woman, you know what I'm saying? If you want to treat that woman right and give her that respect, she's first. She's in
Teach
front.
me how to love you. I
So
love that
yeah.
song.
So yeah, that's how I try to express to them, you don't put your hands on them. So no, that's not what we do. But Mr. Harrington, I said, hey, I said we could talk about if she hits you. That's not nothing we could talk about that and we can make her understand, hey, you don't hit nobody at all. But
Yeah.
first and foremost, you don't put no hands on no young lady.
Yeah.
Because you just don't do that.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I definitely try to implement the way I carry myself and the kindness and stuff and how to talk and how to act. And I like I said, I let these young men see that for the most part. And the young boys anyway, because I like the second graders and the sixth grade, seven. That's who I like to teach. So, I want to start them at that age so they can understand as they get older that that can be a part of their lives moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where it starts. I mean, they develop their friendship, they develop their like for that young girl or for that young boy. So I want
Yeah.
you to understand there's ways to understand that, ways to deal with that. And the first thing, keep your hands to yourself,
Yeah.
and respect them.
Yeah.
Open the doors and stuff. I mean, it's just little things that you need to understand by being kind and, you know, understanding, patient. You
Yeah.
just gotta wait. You gonna eat. You stay in line, you're gonna eat.
God
Believe me.
dog. God
You're
dog.
gonna eat.
Blacktastic says if we are intentional and passionately desire to truly love our mate, we will study her, ask her to teach us how to love her.
For
And the
sure.
same thing with our men. Yeah. Yeah. Um, my homegirl told me she said she had asked the dude she was dating what his love language was, and he went off on her.
Wow. Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah. Just told me that today. Just told me that today. Needless to say, they're no longer together.
Did he
There was
not?
something that James said. Would you say?
I was gonna say, did he not understand what love languages was? Or because that's what threw me
Do you
like
not understand that somebody's trying to ask you how to
exactly.
love you, and yeah, you want to hit this one, King?
Sure. Love in my mind can't be taught as a whole. No, no Tasha has taught me how to love her, but love is something I should bring to the table from the beginning. Exactly. That's what Nick was saying, like learning to love a person. But I mean, you should supposed to know how to love. I feel like at that age now, definitely. Somebody that's growing up is you, like you said, Nick, is being taught in the household because of what they see. If they see that relationship with their parents, or that how their interaction is, some can get it wrong because they like, okay, well, I go with
That's
my
what I was
friend.
about to say. So
Yeah.
what about when you have the opposite
Mm,
version of that? Because there are some people they have never experienced love. They were in an
exactly.
abusive family. Maybe they went from that to an abusive foster family, and
Yeah.
everybody they've ever had over them that should have been loving them was abusive, talking crazy to them, mistreating them. So when
Yeah.
you get when that person becomes an adult, do we expect them to know how to love?
Right.
That's why I was saying you have to want to. You got to want to learn how to. I believe
Yeah.
that there are people out there that have been extremely hurt and they really do want to genuinely love, but they don't know how to. Because what was exampled for them,
hmm
what they saw and how they were treated is all they know how to do back in return. Right? Especially if you have somebody that goes upside somebody's head and then turns around and says, I do it because I love you. Oh, even though this don't feel right and everything in me saying this is wrong, then do I go upside somebody's head that I love? Like,
Right. Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Child, this conversation can go real deep. Because to be transparent, some people think that love is all physical touch and relation. Love meets people where they are, whether it's a good place or a bad place. If love meets a person in a good place, love teaches to.
Perfect. Perfect
Oh,
that good
okay.
place.
It was looking different. Love teaches to perfect that good place. If love meets you in a bad place, then love will teach to overcome that bad place. All righty. And then you
What's
want to
up?
hit this one?
Sure, King. It's pertinent that women understands that black men operating in purpose on purpose equate respect for love, but respect looks different to every king. For sure, bro.
That
You ain't
women
never lied.
black
Yeah,
men operating purpose on purpose,
yeah,
but respect for love, but respect looks different for every king.
yeah, yeah. Hey,
All
brother.
righty.
Yeah, and that's the piggyback on what you said, Nick, about abusive relationships or abusive homes. You know what I'm saying? So that young man, this is what he see his father doing to his mom. He think, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be love because, he slap her around a little bit and this and that. She end up still making dinner and everything goes with it. And he think, oh, okay, when I get older, that's how I'm supposed to treat my girl or whatever. So yeah, like you said, you see those examples and then it's hopefully somebody come along like, hey, brother, young man, that's not how that is. Well, I used to see my parents, but bro, I'm just gonna tell you, that was wrong.
Yeah,
That ain't how you teach a young lady. That ain't how you
yeah,
make, show love to anybody, period.
yeah, yeah.
Furthermore, a woman. So yeah, yeah, definitely.
That was fire.
It was. It
That was
was.
fire. That was fire. So this was another one that you sent, which to me just falls right in line with it. Can love
Mm,
truly be unconditional?
yes. I
This was
felt
your
that.
question.
Yeah, I know that's what I said.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I chose this one because, you know, you grow up and you try to understand what unconditional love means or what, saying loving somebody unconditionally means. And I learned after I turned a certain age to know that unconditional to me means nothing can get in the middle or get in the front of this. Nothing can stop me from loving this person at all. There's nothing as far as my parents, as far as nobody can do anything to deter me from doing what I'm doing for this woman. There's no conditions. I'll do what I need to do, what I have to
Mhm.
do to show her love. And I feel like if you can understand that putting everybody aside and showing her that love as number one as priority, it can be unconditional. But you got to understand what that means. I mean, you forsake everybody and anybody for that. There's, what I'm saying, there's no level of me saying, well, do I go to work today or I take care of my wife because she's sick? For me, that's a no brainer. And I just feel anything that would come in between a situation of you showing love true totally, that's a condition. That's something that you feel that you got to divide between.
Mhm.
But when you say unconditional, there's nothing that can come in between, what I'm saying, me and this woman and me taking care of her. I mean, everything has its limits, everything you have to do, but to sit there and say, well, let me take care of this first. Nah, you take care, make sure home is taken care of and everything is done, what I'm saying? And there's no reason to actually put any type of limitations. And I can love her fully, totally.
So when you say that, Ken, and I love what you said, that sounds more like priority to me, like prioritizing. But let me ask you this question this way.
Mhm.
When you were asking, can love be truly unconditional? You love somebody for 10 years and then both of their legs get cut off.
Mhm.
Did anything about the state of the love that you have for them change because the condition has changed?
No,
You
that's
understand what
that's
I'm saying?
right. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So that's
yeah,
yeah. That was a
yeah,
good condition to bring up. So yeah, that's
yeah.
that's what I was trying to imply on that level. So yeah, I just used the wrong example,
It's
but
okay.
something like yeah,
It's
something
okay.
like that. Yeah,
It's okay.
she was get blind, like you're saying, she lose her sight. What I'm saying, like you said, would that change? What I'm saying, my love for her and how to move forward. Nah,
I'm finna shake it up. I'm finna shake it
okay, I
up.
know you are. I know you are.
As
I
Black
know.
Castor would say, I'm gonna shake this thing up now.
Hmm.
And we need y'all to chime in down in the chat, whether you're watching this live in the replay. People gain weight over
Mm,
time.
yes, they do.
And sometimes, okay, I'm gonna get to that comment in a second. Sometimes somebody's desire for their mate to lose weight goes a little bit beyond their health. It's more about aesthetic. Like, I'm not attracted to you at this size. Is that then a condition? Is that loving them unconditionally? And let's be real and honest. Let's chat this up down in the chat. Before you
Mm.
answer, King Donna, am I saying it right? No, Danita.
Danetta.
Danetta, I'm sorry. It can be if it's pure with no conditions or any expectations. I love that. So, what are your thoughts?
Okay, let me get back. I'm trying to rewind what you said so I can. Let's see. You just
I
said
said people gain weight in
right,
relationships.
right, 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 right,
People gain
right.
weight in relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes the desire from their spouse or their
Mm-hmm.
partner to lose weight is not about their health. It's more about aesthetic. And
Right.
things have been said before, like, I'm not attracted to you at this
Mm-hmm.
size, at this weight.
Mm-hmm.
Is that now a condition?
Yeah.
And is that still loving them unconditionally? What are y'all's thoughts?
That's basically for you to act for you to say that, that's a condition. Because the unconditional part means regardless of her weight, regardless when you met her, was she big or was she small? But
Okay,
either
that's the
way,
thing. You met the person and they're small, but
right?
they
Okay,
gain
she got
weight.
okay. Well, my thing is, it happens. So if you can't love, so you're gonna love her unconditionally, regardless of the weight. That should be no problem. You know what I'm saying? You work, especially as far as the not being attracted no more. That's a condition. No, if you gonna love her unconditionally, that means regardless of how big she get or how small she get. There's ways to work through, work with it. Like you said, the health would be the thing that, okay, if that's what you're gonna focus with. If you just feel like, okay, well, she's just getting behind my track because when I met her, she was 150, now she's 250. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't the same. No, that's a condition, bro. And that's wrong. Because when you met her, you loved her, you're supposed to love her for her, regardless of her
Okay,
size. I mean,
okay,
that's not
so let's go there. I'm
okay,
glad because
okay.
I'm about to go there.
I know you
So yeah, I'm about to go there because I've been a part of those conversations with some couples that I was coaching and counseling.
Mhm.
And he asked a very fair question, and I've heard a woman ask a very fair question when it comes to his ability to
Function.
yeah.
I know you.
So for him, the question about his wife or to his wife was, but when I met her, I fell in love with her, but this is what I fell in love with then.
Mm,
She had gained, I'll say over 50. Now I'm gonna put everybody business out there. It was
right.
about it was over 50 and really closer to the other end.
Hmm.
So he was asking, was that fair to him? Because that's not who and what she was and what he fell in love with. On the flip side of that, I've been where a woman has said, well, when I met him,
Hmm.
and now, so if we talking, fam, we talk. If we talking, does this make it conditional? Is that unconditional love? Is it fair? Does the person have a right to feel like, but 20 years ago when I married you, you were
Hmm.
not 75, 100 pounds overweight.
Hmm.
20 years ago when I met you, and now, while you thinking on your answers, King, I just want to read this real quick. True
Good.
love has to be unconditional. When you put conditions on it, you then want the person to change. She said what she said.
Hmm.
Alrighty, y'all chime in on what I threw at you. Come on, King, talk to me.
Hey, my thing is when you love somebody and you take those vows for richer, for poor, for
Hmm.
better or for worse, sickness and in health.
Hmm.
Okay, there should be no conditions. Is she can gain, she can lose, she can, what I'm saying, it can stop not getting up. Whatever. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
The unconditional side, you got to work through it. If you love that woman, like you said, or love that man, like you said, unconditional,
Yeah,
you work through it. Do you work through it? There's ways to deal with it. But you love that person for them. That love unconditional means you deal with it.
yeah,
You really work through it. Because I mean, you know what I'm saying, you look at women and like me, look at women, I've always like thick women, so it make no difference. I like women, period. But anyway, the point I'm just saying. So the point is me loving a woman, and I know I go in with unconditional love. I don't care. You gain 30, 40. My thing is the health is gonna be the only thing that I might say something. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, we got now when it comes to the getting with it, okay, you might have to move it, okay, go move it around. You gotta adjust something, you know what I'm saying? Because
Shift.
that might you gotta adjust this.
Reposition. Yeah.
That's gonna be the only thing that we gotta try to work with. But I'm not dissing like, okay, look, all right, now your behind and got too big, you need to get this weight off. Hold up, bro. No, that's not how you deal with it. You love her unconditional, so we can work this out. But I ain't
Yeah.
gonna sit there and diss you or talk down to you or make like, no, this ain't
Yeah.
no. So
Yeah.
that's my take on that. Unconditional
Yeah.
love is unconditional love, regardless of size, regardless of who can't perform no more. Got to work through because that's why they not making them pills anyway. And the blood. Well,
He said they
hey,
got them pills.
and that GLP ain't no joke.
Come on
So-
now. I'm gonna read this quick so I can get this off your face.
okay.
Tasha loves me unconditionally, and I love her unconditionally. If I may explain, when Tasha met me, he's such a gentleman in the comments. He's such a gentleman,
Mhm.
James. If I may explain, when Tasha met me, I was a decent size. I gained almost 200 pounds over the years. Her love didn't change. Now her unconditional love inspired me, pushed me to physical fitness, better diet, and lifestyle changes, but her love didn't change. She went through some challenges physically, and my love didn't change.
Mhm.
I lost jobs. Her love didn't change. I hate dogs. We
Now he
oh
must be now. Like a puppy.
you right. We now have a puppy because I love Tasha. 17 years later, you're gonna have to finish it, King, on your end because it
uh,
won't
I
be.
just I just see the same thing. We are going. That's all I got on mine. So I said,
Hold on, it's the end part to that. Let me see if I can pull it up. Um, did you want to say anything off of what he said so far?
hey, I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that, bro.
It's not
You know what I'm
letting me
saying?
pull it up.
Yeah, they're going up
I'm
and
sorry,
going down.
James. If you want to copy paste the end part that we
Mm,
can't see into a new comment, because it's only gonna let so much of it show up. But go
yeah,
ahead, King. Sorry about that.
okay, no problem. Yeah, I definitely feel you. I mean, hey, that's the only way to show conditional love. I mean, unconditional love is regardless of what changes and stuff. So I get it. I definitely get it. Love is love. Like you said, lost a job. Hey, you're supposed to love me the same way. Cause that's when things start getting like, okay, this brother, this on job. You know what I'm saying? Now, oh, hold up. You know, where's the motivation? Where's the love? You
So
know, ain't
okay,
like
let me spice it up a little bit more. Y'all ready?
Mhm. Go ahead, do your thing.
So you lose a job,
Yes, ma'am.
and part of what like makes that like an issue or problem for the other person is sometimes the person that lost the job loses the motivation.
Hmm.
They don't want to keep getting up and trying. So that puts a lot of weight on the shoulder of the other one. And at some point, the lack of motivation, the lack of trying, the lack of like this is year number two. You
Mm.
sitting on the couch and you playing games and or if it's the woman that, you picking up weight because you're not working. You shopping a lot because you're not working. There are other things that come along that maybe doesn't change the love portion, but it makes loving a little harder because you're changing so much.
Hmm.
And these changes that you're making in your life is challenging because you
Hmm.
ain't you haven't been like this all this time. Now I'm dealing with you. I ain't never seen you lazy before. I've never seen you so depressed before. I've never seen you not want to get up and wash. Some people lose their job and they just stop bathing every day. You know what I mean? They don't
Hmm.
comb their hair. So it's
Hmm.
you become a different person. Um, maybe it's after she's had a baby. Maybe she changes. So I think sometimes it's not, and I'm always talk on both sides because we're having a deep discussion about these
Hmm.
topics, but I don't think it's sometimes just my love for you is changing. You're changing so much. You're no longer the person that I've been with all this time. It's so challenging. I don't know how to maneuver with these new changes. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. What are your thoughts? Regina says, "Hey, Sister Tips, he or she loved their body, not the whole person. Oh, weight is just
Mm.
outer appearance. So." Sister Tim said, then they never loved
That
you.
person. Exactly.
It was about
That's
how
how I
you
looked at it.
looked.
It looked, yeah, in that
Hmm.
case. But going back to what you said about all those changes with the job and stuff like that, that's when that real tough love comes out. That's when you dig deep up and get in that behind, like, hey, let's get back to reality, brother. Look,
Okay,
sister,
thank you, Sharice.
let's
That's the
that's when
rest
you
of
look.
James' comment. I'm sorry, baby.
Okay, it says going great in Jesus' name. No doubt, definitely. But that's when you really bring it to the forefront, like, okay, now it's time to sit back, sit down, and get real with this. I don't know what happened. I don't, you know what I'm saying, besides the job, and I don't know what broke you down because it's not what who you were when we
Right.
met.
This is not
You know
who
what I'm
you
saying?
got.
So
Yeah.
this is when you really get into them and make them understand, I've been here, I'm gonna be here. But this can't keep going on.
But you
You
got to
know
do
you need,
your part.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's when that tough love, that like gut punch. You know what I'm saying? That's when you gotta throw it to them and make them
Yeah.
understand. I'm never gonna give up on you, but you giving up on yourself. Is
And
that
that
what you
goes
want to?
back to what we were saying, King,
Mm-hmm.
that being receptive.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I love you, I got to be receptive to you getting on my behind because
Right.
I'm tripping.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
what do you do though, King, when the other person just gets set in that? Because we know we've seen it. We've
Mm-hmm. Oh
seen a
yeah.
lot of people divorce because that other person just, and they didn't change for the better. They just did a whole flip flop.
Got
You
you.
know, after 10, 15, 20 years, I mean,
Uh-huh.
you didn't win. And I mean, everything about you is just different. And there's nothing in you that wants to even work in the relationship that you're in. It's what it's just who I am now.
Mm,
So you put that weight on your spouse to continue to love that. That's not who you've been.
hmm.
And they're trying to work with you by having conversations, but you don't want to listen. What do you do then?
That's why you know you gotta have the Lord on your side.
Oh,
That's
oh,
oh yeah. That was gonna be the last blow. See, I wanted to wait, but
sir,
that's that boom. That's that
sir,
knockout, baby. That's that knockout because that's when you give it to the
sir.
Lord and y'all make it. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's when you sit there and do them prayers and
King.
understand how we brought it together with the Lord in the beginning, and He gonna be the Lord at the end. So let's get this right. Let's get back to basics. Let's get back to the basics. The same way we prayed together
King.
and did everything together with the Lord in the view, in the mind, in the soul, brother. We got to take it back there. So yeah, that's when
I
you know.
raised you right. I raised you right.
Yes,
I
he did.
taught you right. I taught you right, King. That's good there.
But
That's
yeah,
good
that's
right
that's what
there.
you do. That's
Yeah,
when you pull out. That's when you pull it out. Yeah,
that's good. You want to hit that one?
sure. James said we are still going 17 years later. Now that I lost 100 of them pounds, I'm motivated to lose 100 more. I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Sir,
I got
y'all
down
show
in
him
my
some love
spirits.
down in the
For
chat.
sure, for sure. I got down in my spirits, losing jaws. Her unconditional love inspired a career change from restaurants to Carlson. I ain't mad at you, brother. I ain't mad at you. That's what's up. And like I said, that GLP gonna bring a brother down. Back to you, back, bring you back
We ain't getting
down.
paid by them. We ain't getting paid
Okay,
by them.
okay.
But
That's why I look at the letters. That's why I get no names.
come on,
That's why
come
I get
on,
no
come
names.
on.
But yeah, brother, I hear
I
you, man.
love
It's
that.
it's good to have a woman in your corner that got your back, and you know what I'm saying. She love you like she say she do, and she shows it, and it's motivating. It's definitely one. You know, like me getting this new job, getting ready to start working at the school program, and I'm gonna be working with my wife. Don't get me wrong. She first gave me that look like, do I want you working with me now that she retired? Now we gonna be home together working. I said, baby, ain't nothing but love. Ain't nothing but love. That's it,
Okay,
baby.
okay, quiet storm. Okay, quiet storm. Let's move on so we can get
All
to some
right,
more
all right.
topics. That
Got you.
was so good. That was fire. Thank you guys
Yes,
for
yes.
chiming in. Should
Appreciate you.
this was your question?
Yes, it
Should
was.
well go ahead and introduce it then.
Okay, y'all. This was one of mine. What this goes on, been going on for years. Should age gap couples face social judgment? So, basically what we saying is, that gap in the age. She 20, you 40, or she 50 and you 20. You know what I'm saying, man? So
Ooh,
I'm just saying it goes both ways.
yeah, yeah, it
And,
does.
and so with
Cougarization.
hey, so should social society, pull judgment on y'all? If that's, if y'all feeling that this is what y'all want to do and y'all rolling and it's working for y'all, you know what I'm saying? So should society judge you based on that? Because that's basically what, I'm saying, that the age is what the only thing they focusing on. They're not really looking at how y'all come together, how y'all gelling. So, what you think, Nick?
I think social media and society should mind their own business.
That part. That
But
part.
If it's a situation where you got this grown behind person marrying an underage child, that's something totally different. That should be legal as well.
Well,
The
it's
legal
definitely underage.
judgments, you see what I'm saying? The legal judgment should be coming into that thing. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, you talking about some consenting adults and nobody is being harmed or hurt or manipulated
Mm-hmm.
into this thing. You're
Right.
not being forced. I think society should mind their business. Period.
For sure. For sure.
Period.
Definitely.
That's my thought on that. Family, y'all chime in down off in the chat. Should age gap couples face social judgment? I'm gonna tell you something. I follow this one couple, and I want to say he's in his 60s, she's in her 20s,
Mm,
and they have, yeah, there's content creators, and we don't know what be going on behind people real doors, but from what
for
I can
sure.
see, the people real happy. But the comments,
I can
and
imagine.
I'll be reading the comments thinking y'all just got too much invested in your hatred of these people relationship. Because if we are seeing what is true love, these
Hmm.
people are happy, they're married, they making money together, and you're mad and you're making them more money with your anger in these comments. Why are you that invested?
Hmm.
I don't understand it. Why are you that invested?
Some people just want to start, just be a part of something that they feel that they can cause some chaos, but it ain't making them move. Like you said, it's giving them money. So keep on with the comments, keep on with the rhetoric and with
Exactly.
everything you want to say.
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
think what people don't understand or what people don't agree with, what people fear, and let's be honest, sometimes what you hating on.
Hmm.
So I think that's what people speak on and what people come against. Now you could also be looking at them and secretly hating the fact that they sure look happy. So
Exactly.
you're gonna pick the obvious. Especially if it's a man with a younger woman, people gonna
Hmm.
go in. However, and the buts. When a woman is older, she does it. She's considered a cougar
Cougar.
who
Yeah.
is paying his bills and taking care of him.
Hmm.
Well,
Hmm.
what you gonna say if he the one taking care of her?
Her. Exactly.
He
Yeah,
just can't like her like that. He can't like her because she in her 50s.
for
I
sure.
don't.
Yeah.
I just think folks should mind their business. That's my thought.
At the end of the day, that's what's up. Well,
Yeah.
James said, "Oh, I was gonna
Oh,
read what
sorry. Go
James."
ahead.
James says, "To me, love doesn't have a gap. Excuse me, an age gap. When the both of them are adults and love each other. That's it.
Period.
Enough said. That's it.
Period. If it ain't hurting nobody and it ain't no child, we are
There you go. And
mind
that's
your
my thing.
business.
That's my thing. As long as he ain't going below the belt, all right, you got to be legal, bro. But like you
Hmm.
said, them age gaps with them, because hey, I used to back in the day, Nick. I used to like kind of let's see. I was about I used to love the age gap was no problem, but I love older women. So I think my biggest gap was I think I was like 20 something. She was almost like 40. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was the man.
It was Return of the Mac.
That part. So, one of my girls, Janetta said, people will talk about you even if you're the same age. Society needs to stop being judgmental and mind their business. Thou shalt not judge. For sure. For sure. But you got to have something to talk about. And what better way to talk about something than people that got 20 and 30 years between them, or even 15, saying on either side, whether that woman was older or that brother was older, they got to have some talk. Because, like you said, they hate on you for the most part because you can be happy. Cause hey, that lady had me. I ain't gonna lie, Nick. She had a brother. I was driving out of town. I was driving out of town. She had me about at least
Your
20
nose was
years.
wide open.
I'm talking like truck like this. And she was mature too. Oh my gosh. I'm like, that's where that maturity comes from. You find an older woman, and we talking about Nick, the one that cook, the one that bring,
Oh,
what I'm
you
saying,
was
put that,
happy, happy.
and you know this.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Hook the brother up. You know what I'm saying? Then, get to bring you the plate. Actually, did you want? So, I don't know how to act. I'm 20 something years old. This ain't
yeah,
what I'm used to.
yeah.
So, hey, I'm ready. Like, when can I move up here? I'm ready to transfer my job. But then, Nick, I found out I was a whistle and a rebound. Oh, I was crushed. I was crushed.
Oh
I was crushed.
no, you was a placeholder.
Yes, I was crushed.
Oh,
But the,
King.
but the, but the experience was great.
I will never forget it.
That I won't.
So listen, it's already 8 o'clock, so I won't put up our next topic. We're gonna save that for next week. But I do want to put the topic on your mind.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put the topic on your mind. The topic is when children aren't doing well in school, in life, whatever, why are single mothers to blame?
That's gonna be
We're
a
going to
good one.
start with that one next week. Oh, yeah, we're going to come
That's
in with
gonna be a good
violence.
one.
We're going to start that with that one next
Violence.
week. So, any thoughts as we're closing up today?
Yes, y'all let us know what y'all thought about the show. Give us some closing on the topics that definitely struck you the most. That that piqued your interest. Let us know, and we still want you to come up. You ain't got to, like you say, show your face, but give us some feedback. Definitely, definitely.
Here's how you
Anybody out
guys
there?
can hit us up and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. Not Twitter, I'm finna lie.
Ooh, this kid
TikTok.
said Twitter. She went back.
No, I'm not on Twitter. It's
For
not even
sure.
Twitter anymore. What is it called?
X,
X?
X, yeah. I ain't even on that.
I wish I would. You can follow us everywhere at Their POV with Nick and King. And please, if you enjoyed this episode, it costs us nothing to hit that share button and share or send this to somebody or tag somebody in it. We want to grow our show and we want to get
Yes.
our viewership up way beyond where we were 3 years ago. So,
Hmm.
what are your final thoughts as we close up tonight, King?
Hey, I can honestly say these topics was fire. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Yeah, Ohio plays tight. But yeah, I'm glad, what I'm saying, the people that showed up. We appreciate your input and your feedback. But yeah, I love the topics. I love everybody the way they interact. I just love that. You showing us love and actually playing a part. So we do appreciate that. And we're gonna keep the topics coming. If y'all got any topics, like you said, that y'all want to hear and want us to talk about, you hit her page, hit my page, or hit our together page, and we'll definitely,
Ah,
bring them up.
get our together page. Come on, King.
Well, yeah, then their POV. Just trying to put it there, left, right, in the middle. So yeah, but other than that, y'all, I appreciate you. I love all y'all. Thanks for showing up. And I want y'all to have a great, great week. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be blessed. And like my cousin always say before he get off, what I'm saying? He said, I love y'all and ain't nothing y'all can do about it. But I'm gonna finish with my regular sign. Hey, King
Out.
out.
We thank you guys for joining us so much tonight, for laughing with us, talking with us, ending off this beautiful weekend with us. Y'all have an amazing rest of your week. Do not let anything or anybody stress you out and always keep God first. We love y'all and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Peace. Can't even do the house.